Live from the BBR studio once again, it is LineLocked, the NDRL version. Well, now it's the only version.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much the only version of the LineLocked podcast is the NDRL version.
Well, man, it's the official podcast of the NDRL.
I keep on forgetting that word.
You can't do that.
Man,
what's up, man? It's cold.
It is cold outside, and
it's been a minute too.
It has been a few weeks. We were trying to do one every 2 weeks, and that big old winter storm came through here and got us. And the special guest we have on today, Mr. John Renfroe, he is the modified production champion for the NDRL. We've been trying to get him on here for the last 2 weeks, and the winter storm happened, and I think he was in Florida the week after that, couldn't do it. So now we are here today doing it, and we made it all through the snow to get down here. So
yeah, it's still snowy out. I think we're supposed to have some more snow,
but
I think we got a high coming of like 55 or something.
They told me. They didn't tell me personally, but the weathermen told me. I learned a lot from the Weather Channel. 61 degrees, possibly Tuesday. That's going to be awesome.
I wonder what the ground's going to be like.
Oh, just
all
mud.
That snow.
Just mud. Anyways.
Cool. What's going on? Anything good?
We got some news if you want to.
I guess let's discuss those.
If you want to hit the button.
Okay, right there.
Oh, there we go. All right. So, hey, pro comp guys out there at the NDRL, you all have a new class representative.
Yep.
And that gentleman's name is Aaron Anderson. So if you are running pro comp and you have questions or concerns, I see him now.
Procomp at nostalgiadragleague.com.
There you go.
Is his email, and I'm sure he's got his phone number posted, but you can probably find him on Facebook as well.
Just kind of a quick rundown of what the reason why we have class reps is to give the racers a person that they can go to talk about any concerns that they have any questions they have about their car, about the tracks, blah, 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 blah. And, those are the people you need to go to before going to anybody else. It's in the executive board or any person that's doing something. Go to them first, talk to them, and they can help you guide you where you need to go.
And since we are talking with the modified production guy today, more modified production guys probably going to be talking or watching this.
Yes.
Yours is Kyle Renfroe.
That's right.
And you can get them at modprod at nostalgiadragleague.com, and you can look them up on Facebook, Kyle Renfroe.
Kyle Renfroe, yeah, that's right. So another thing that's been going on, and this is not necessarily NDRL news, but it does affect us in some way, is IHRA has been buying a lot of tracks over the past couple of years. And, people have been speculating, why are they doing this? Are they trying to be bigger than NHRA? Those kind of things. It
reminds me of like when tech companies just go and buy everything and they don't really care. That's what it kind of reminds me of, which is concerning because if you looked at the bubble of the 2000, that's kind of what happened is they went over and bought everything because it thought it was valuable and it wasn't. So I'm hoping they survive. I hope it works out for them, but they do have some different rule sets.
Yes,
and that could be a concern for what we're doing because we are going to at least 3 IHRA tracks.
Yeah, they're one of the big concerns, and the question's been asked a lot is, hey, IHRA is saying that they only want to run 8th mile tracks, and it's twofold. It is helping with wear and tear on parts. If you don't go full quarter mile, hey, you're not beating your engine up as much, your car up as much. The other thing is I've heard is it's potentially because of insurance and stuff. It's cheaper to insure 8th mile than a quarter mile. So
and this last year, people that were set up for 8th mile were refusing to go to the events that were quarter mile. So that was part of it too. There's a lot of racers, especially the faster guys, are wanting to run 8th mile versus the nostalgic guys like us who are running quarter. So that's going to be concerning and an issue. We're hoping that it all pans out. It'll buff out. I don't know. We're just going to have to kind of see how the season progresses. But as far as I'm aware, right now, we are still good. Everything that we've agreed upon with these tracks they're agreeing to it as of right now.
Yeah, and it's kind of confusing how all that works. But when we go there and we say, hey, we're a quarter mile, this is not an IHRA event, per se, that we can still run quarter mile on the quarter mile tracks.
Yeah.
And just going back to a point, what you said is, we're running a few of these tracks, and in 2024 and 2025, they bought quite a few of them. National Trail, which we race out, and then Maryland International, Milan Dragway, which is a possibility we might run there in the future. Dragway 42, Darlington, Gallat Motorsports Park, Killcare, which we're racing at this year.
Gallat.
Gallat. What did I say? Gallat. Gallat. All right. Rockingham Speedway, which is, man, that's an old NASCAR track, man.
Yeah.
NASCAR used to be there all the time. Piedmont, Maple Grove, Memphis, and Heartland. And then it looks like there was a couple more that they've already talked about here in 2026.
And we're just talking about racetracks.
Yeah.
They bought a bunch of other stuff too. They bought the other divisions.
Yeah.
They've really went in. Like I said, it seems if you looked at what happened in the early 2000s with the tech stuff, that's exactly what they were doing. Is they just came in and I guess the idea is if we own everything, we make our own rules type of thing.
Yeah.
And it some of those companies came out and survived. Look at Microsoft.
Yeah.
But a lot of companies, Yahoo, I mean, they're still there, but they ain't doing so hot.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So I'm really hoping that they're not overextended because I want to see them. I want to see them do their thing.
Absolutely.
And it's good for the NHRA too to have a little bit of competition because it does feel like the NHRA has gotten a bit stale.
Yeah.
As far as if nobody's competing with them, why do they have to change anything, right?
Yeah.
So even then, they are doing some cool, maybe cool stuff you would say, but they've got like a whole outlaw series that they're running, which I don't know what outlaw means to them.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean the same thing to me because there's rules involved.
Yeah.
Anything outlaw, I think it should be no rules, but
Yeah.
the parity has to be somewhere. But
I heard a interview, and I'm going to paraphrase this just because I don't know exactly what was said, but Brian Loans, I read or heard an interview with him, and he was asked the question, IHRA, why are they doing it? Does NHRA feel threatened at all? And he actually said, you know what? We have one job, keep these tracks open.
Yeah.
And it's a joint venture. I mean, they're not in it together, but I mean, they're doing the right things to keep these, especially these local, smaller tracks. They're trying to keep them in business and keep the sport alive, which is admirable.
Brian Loans, we've said it before. We've had him on here. If you are interested in seeing a podcast that we talk to him directly and about some of these topics in a way, go look back at our archive. But, Brian Loans, he's a company man, so he's going to say the company way. But if you're telling me that NHRA is not scared, 100% they are. What was it, Maryland? They bought Maryland, which is a massive track. Not massive, but it's got a lot of history with the NHRA. And the NHRA was supposed to run there this year, and they canceled that event after IHRA bought it. So to say that they aren't trying to compete in some way or one up each other, it's just not true. There's some memes out there about the PRI. I don't know if you saw any of them about IHRA walking around and NHRA trying to hide from them type of thing.
That is funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But, I mean, they got drag boats now. They're doing...
oh, wow.
Yeah, IHRA is doing all kinds of different events.
Yeah.
Or different series, I should say. They got snowmobile racing, boat racing, like drag boat. They've got offshore boat racing. They've got drag racing. And then they're doing a roundy round. They bought a roundy round track. So I don't know. I hear they're doing like a sportsman style roundy round type series too.
Wow.
So they're kind of getting their hands in everything. NASCAR is going to be pissed before too long too.
Oh, hey, good transition there because I was getting ready to say something about NASCAR. Talking about rules, and I heard one of the most absurd rules changes in NASCAR. And it is now against the rules while you're racing your car to touch the window net or shape your hand any way to give your car an advantage.
Aerodynamic advantage. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Well, and that's the same thing that you're up against with the NHRA. They got silly rules like that, right? And that's part of the reason that IHRA has done what they're able to do is because there's a need for people to not want to worry about that type of stuff. But let's be fair. There's so many documentaries on NASCAR about like Smokey Yunick, just all the way he was able to cheat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's just again. The parity in those cars are supposed to be the same size motor, the same this, the same that, the same aerodynamic drag, and so you're racing against athletic ability, supposedly, if you call it that. But I don't know, man. It seems trivial, but at 200 miles an hour, I guess it could really matter.
That's Smokey. You said his last name Yunick?
Yunick, yeah.
Yunick. Just a quick trivia thing. In Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby's dad, that Chevelle he was driving.
Yeah.
was modeled after his car.
Okay.
His car was an older Chevelle.
Yeah.
But it was the same color scheme and everything. I thought it was pretty neat.
After you get done with this podcast, if you're watching on YouTube, go look up Smokey Yunick documentaries.
Yeah, he got a lot of way.
There was so many cool things. Richard Petty too. The whole Petty clan did a lot of. I just watched a documentary where they put wax in the cylinders, to like the intake runner cylinders, so that when they did the compression test, it would look like it was a 358 cubic inch motor. But after it got heated up and it burned the candle wax off, the paraffin, it turned into like a 378 cubic inch motor.
That is awesome.
I mean, that's kind of interesting.
Hey, I guess you not that I support cheating at all, but I guess that you got to do what you got to do. I saw a picture of Dale Earnhardt standing by his car, and the tech guys are next to his car. I think measuring the height from the
and lifting up on it or something.
Well, his foot is in the. He's standing at the front of his car. And his foot's on the air dam, lifting the car up.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing. Like whenever somebody asks me, because our I'm not even going to admit this. Maybe we should probably put it out. Somebody's trailer and combo might be too long. So if they ever get stopped by the police and they bring the tape measure out, just make sure you're holding the dumb end of it. You just scoot about 10 feet towards it. When he's so far away, he'll never know where you're holding it.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm at the back. Yeah, I'm back there. Oh, geez. All right, guys. Well, hey, make sure you like and subscribe this podcast.
100%. Really helps us.
It helps us out, helps us bring you new content and stuff, of course. You can also email us if you have any questions, any comments about anything we do here.
It only takes a minute of your time to do that, and the payoff for us is awesome. So please.
You can email us at linelockedpodcast@gmail.com. Also, the video portion is, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can watch it and see us and our guests, their faces, and who we're actually talking to. If you can't get on there, just get on the audio portion of it. It's on like any Spotify, Apple, whatever, anything anybody that streams podcasts, ours should be on there.
Yeah. So real quick before we go to John, we talked about membership last time, about what we were shooting for, 150 by January.
Oh, that's right.
We were at 142, so we didn't make it, but we got close.
Yeah.
Just to give you the breakdown right now, Nostalgia Superstock has 29, Pro Gas has 23, Nostalgia Gasser has 22, Pro Comp has 9, Modified Production has 7, Pro 750 has 7, and Pro 70 has 6. So we need some more Pro 70, 750 guys, and those Modified Production, the guys that are watching this podcast, go and sign up. It's online. It's super simple.
Yep.
It's a little bit more expensive to do it online, but that's not a big deal. It's like $5. You waste that much money and time just going to the post office and dealing with all that. So just do it online. It helps our membership lady, Jessica, out tremendously, putting it all in. And, it's not that much. The 142 season enrolled, that's with associates as well. Okay. So that's where that 142 comes
There's
from.
A lot of people that still needs to become members on there.
Last year we were at 340 total, I think, somewhere right around there. So we are not even halfway there.
Yeah,
man, if we could just get some people going, that would be great. Especially Modified Production guys. I know you're watching. So let's see how many we can get from this podcast. Put in the notes when you sign up online that you did it because of the podcast. And we'll see what kind of reach we have on that.
That's right. All right, let's go to one of our sponsors real quick, and then we'll be right back with John Renfroe.
Race fans, listen up. When it comes to protecting your ride and keeping the show rolling, SSR Race Products has you covered. These engine diapers are built by racers for racers and proudly American-made, designed with the sportsman racer in mind. Constructed from high-temperature material rated up to 1800 degrees, SSR engine diapers are built to contain oil, fluids, and debris when it matters most, protecting you, your car, and the track. They're NHRA approved, track tested, and trusted by racers and tech inspectors nationwide. So don't be that guy stopping the show and oiling down the track. Strap it down with SSR Race Products, because when it comes to racing, we've got you covered.
All right, we're back. Thank you to all those sponsors. It's what makes our world go round. Please visit any of those sponsors and buy your products from them. They, like I said, that's what makes this work, and it's what makes the Nostalgia Drag League work. But now we have our special guest.
Yeah, so hit it. From the 4 and 5 speed clutch pedal driven Race cars, it is the modified production back-to-back and the older brother, Mr. John Renfroe.
Older, wiser. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? It's weird because we've been racing with the Nostalgia Drag League for a long time. Not a long time, but quite a while.
5 years, yeah.
I don't think I've ever shook your hand. So, this is me meeting you personally. I think this is the first time we've ever had a conversation, as far as I'm aware, right? So,
I think so.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell the audience who you are, where you're from, that type of stuff.
Well, we're up here above the Arctic Circle in Michigan, so
Well, hey, you need to come down here and get your weather back because it's drunk and it's down here messing everything up.
yeah. Well, I took it to Florida with me last week. So I grew up in a racing family. As a kid, my dad and uncle raced modified production back in the heyday, and like I say, I've been around it all my life. Street race when I was a kid, and when I guess we joined the NDRL. Probably been 8 years ago. They come to Martin, Michigan, and we thought that was just cool as all get out because we've always had 5-speed cars or 4-speed cars, and it's hard to compete, running against people leaving on a button. And the old nostalgia car and the Pro Tree helped a bunch too. So got joined up with them, and then when NDRL introduced modified production, that was a good thing. It was just a perfect fit for us.
So with you guys came in to the NDRL when it was just Pro Gas, and so you were running just door cars, and you had people with just trans brake buttons, and you had a clutch, so that was a disadvantage. Well, about 3 years ago, we changed it, or we added a class, and it's grown and done very well. How has that transitioned for you guys? It's obviously been good for you because you're back-to-back champ, but as far as the competitive nature, what has it done for you?
Well, it's still we're very competitive. I mean, the guys that run in this class, they've been running a long time, and it's a very competitive class. It's been leveled the playing field for us for sure, because we're all leaving on a clutch, which that's a whole different deal compared to what you guys do.
Yeah.
But it's been a great thing for us, and I hope they continue to do it.
I would say the membership numbers justify it. I mean, you guys have done extremely well as far as, I think the first couple of years we started with 12 or 15 or something, and now you're high 20s, low 30s. So it's definitely a growing class. Mm-hmm. We hear a lot of questions about it through the year too. So there's people maybe even building cars for it, which is great.
Yeah.
So the first year we had it, I believe your brother was the champ, right?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And then you won last year and then this year. Let's
Yes.
kind of walk you down. First of all, I guess we need to talk about his car first, because I don't think we really mentioned what it is and what you have in there. Can we talk about that a bit?
I have a 1967 Nova. It's turquoise, kind of a different color. It's actually a Peterbilt semi-color, but I get more compliments on that color than anything, I think.
Yeah.
It's a car that my dad bought out in Oklahoma, and we brought it back and restored it. And all along, I thought I was restoring it for him. They were doing the paint and body and all that, and we got it all together. It was going to be a pro street car, it wasn't going to be a drag car. But we took it to Stanton and unloaded it from trailer, and Dad says, "You just drive it." and I guess it's been mine ever since. So that worked out well for me.
What kind of engine?
But it's a 400 small block.
Okay.
Pretty basic. There's not a lot going on. But
what kind of transmission?
It's got a Liberty 5-speed.
Liberty 5, and that's actually your class sponsor, Liberty Gears. So that's great that you're paying it forward to the sponsors like
That's
everybody
right.
should.
Yep.
All right. And then the last question is, what index do you run with that?
I run a 950
Okay.
with that.
And that's a little bit on the higher side of that class, mid to high. So you're
it is. It's I think we've got a couple of 875 class cars, but for the most part, it's a little above average, probably.
Yeah, I say high, but actually what I mean is low ET, but speed maybe.
Yeah.
But you're seeing the race unfold in front of you, so there's some advantages to that, except for waiting on the light. And you guys do quarter second indexes, is that right?
Quarter second.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's also another interesting thing too that has changed because gas still does half second indexes. So that's another little flavor of the modified production that they adjusted and changed, which is cool.
I would like to see it go to half second. That
Would
quarter
you?
second's fair.
Well, isn't the gassers are 10 seconds or 10 seconds?
They are
The
tenth.
tenths. Yeah, that's I can't imagine.
Well, I mean, you still got to hit the number.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. It's just a lot more variety, I guess.
Yeah.
Variance.
Well, and arguably it somewhat doesn't matter because you don't notice the difference. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I tell you what would suck is I guess it really doesn't matter. You just use your own light at that point. Is like if you're 6.0 running a 610, that you probably won't even notice the difference there. But.
Yeah, well, I guess it gives you more opportunity. Like if it was a 1 second difference between the indexes, and then you ran a half second too fast or too slow, you have been doing some major modifications to your car to slow it down or speed it up. So at least with quarter seconds and 10 seconds, you have a little bit more variety.
I kind of like that we have all the different stuff. It gives the crowd and gives everybody else some interesting things to look and talk about. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
John, let's talk about your season. All right, I've got it pulled up, 2025. It looks like the first race, which was St. Louis, it looks like you showed up and you qualified and you packed it up and went home. What happened?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, it was first race of the season, and up here we don't get a lot of seat time before the first race because they're still shoveling snow off the tracks. But I think I let the butterflies get to me. Had a terrible light, but I wouldn't. It seems like it's either happening or it's not. And it definitely wasn't happening that day for me.
Yeah. Well, we've all been the first round runner up, so we all know what it feels like, especially the first race. But you can't win them all unless you win the first one. So you're already kind of setting behind. What the second race was?
Well, he raced Larry Rollo too in the first.
Larry,
and that's
Jeez. And he had all the he doesn't even shut it down during the winter time. He just down and race the whole time.
So that was a tough break.
The butterflies. I knew that I had a race.
Yeah. All right, so you went home, that long drive from St. Louis all the way home, thinking about that terrible light, and then you had another long drive down to Bowling Green, where this time you actually had a little bit of success. What did you change? What did you practice or what? Because you showed up, you didn't get any qualifying points, but you did go. Looks like 4 rounds, so that's good.
Yeah, like I say, it's either happening or it's not. And there at Bowling Green, I was. Seeing the light good. Everything was going right. That first round's a bear. You get past that first round and things start clicking and it just settles down and then it's all business. And it worked out and made it to the final. And then I think that the guy that won that race was an NDRL winner. So I got the most points that race.
So you won technically, in a way. We're going to call it a win. Yeah, we're going to call it a win for you.
Yeah.
So 4 rounds is, especially at the reunion, which has been my bugaboo of a race, just because I guess there's just so much excitement around it and it takes so long. I think that's really I get. My nerves are unsettled a bit because everything just takes so long at that race. It's a good thing because there's a lot of action, but between races and between rounds throughout the week is tough. But then you come Sunday, I believe that's a race on a Sunday, isn't it? It's a Sunday race. Everything goes pretty fast. Other than that first round.
Yeah.
After that, man, you better haul back to the staging lanes because you're being called up again.
Yeah.
Well, good. That sounded like a pretty good race for you. You packed it up. That long drive home wasn't as bad this time, I'm sure. the next race was Indy, and it looks like you showed up again. No qualifying points, but you did go 5 rounds. Was that a winner chicken dinner?
That was a good deal there. Yeah, Indy was kind of. Of course, you always like to win an Indy. I won Indy the last season too, so Indy's been good.
Yeah.
I think that we had in a modified production class. I want to say that we had 6 or 7 cars out of the whole crew that qualified dead on their with a number. You know.
Yeah. Right.
I qualified dead on with a 6, and I think I qualified 6th or something.
Yeah. Like that. Well, you didn't get any qualifying points, so you're definitely outside of 5. But yeah, it's amazing over the years to see all of our groups tighten up that field in qualifying. It's wild that I mean, you have to be dead on to be in the top 5, and if you're winning, if you qualify number 1, more than likely you're dead on with a 0. A lot of times, and sometimes there's even ties for that. It's wild how good everybody, and that's not just your class or pro gas, but all the classes have gotten in with qualifying. So that's pretty cool. Well, so you won that one, and I'm sure we probably have some kind of winner circle photo we can find and throw up there. That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
But that particular ride home wasn't nearly as bad because it wasn't as far for you, and you had the win. So that was great.
Yes, that's right.
The next race was Muncie, was it not?
Muncie, yep.
And that you might have won as well but you qualified really good because you qualified 1. And did you qualify number 1, I believe?
I didn't think so. Maybe.
Oh, 2. I'm showing 2 on the ladder.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you qualified 2, and you went 4 rounds. Yeah. Did you win that one too, or no?
It's showing he did.
Okay.
I did win that one. Yeah.
Perfect. So that's another winner chicken dinner. You just had one less round to do it in. So that's cool.
That was a great win. My whole family was there. My daughters and grandkids.
Interesting is you were in the finals with Larry Rollo, and you beat him.
Yeah, you got a little payback.
Yeah, nice. Right where it counted the most.
So what'd you think about Muncie? We always ask everybody when they come on here, what'd you like? I loved Muncie. That was one of my favorite tracks I went to. Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, definitely.
I highly recommend it.
It was fun. It was kind of laid back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then we had that Gamblers race too, and
that was fun.
I beat the heck out of my car that weekend. But.
That's another IHRA track. We're not going back this year. I'm hoping maybe we can make it happen next year. But Muncie was a fantastic track. I loved it. Yeah. There was it's intricacies of a backwoods type track. There's a little bit. We're not to the level that we're normally used to, like an Indy or a Bowling Green type track. Right, but it's got a character, and we loved it. I loved it. We went up there twice. So it was
they're very welcoming too.
Oh, 100%. They made every effort to make us feel welcome at home, and then they even gave us a couple extra things like that the Gamblers race we were able to do, and then we had the Night of Fire that time too. Yeah. I mean, it's just all around is a fun time.
Yeah.
So you left there, winner chicken dinner. Not a far ride home, but you made it home, and then we had to come back to National Trail. That was, I'm not sure how far a drive National Trail is for you, but I'm sure it's probably 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, it was a ways.
Yeah. So you're still riding on a high, you're coming there and then,
I'm leading points at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it looks to me, you're already in the lead. So you're just trying to maintain it and keep it, which that
nerves started.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nerves start working on it.
Exactly. Cause, granted, the guy behind you at this point in time was still, it appears to be about 25 points behind you. So, but that's still a full event, but it's still within striking distance when you have 2 races. And it's been proven that you can be a first round runner up. Yeah. We saw it in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. And I proved it again.
Yeah. It happens. So we go to National Trails. You show up, you're riding a high. Obviously, you did well in qualifying. It looks like you took 3rd. Is that correct? 3rd or 4th?
I'm not seeing that, but
yeah, something like that. 3rd or 4th. You got 2 extra points, or you got an extra point, so it would have been 4th.
Yeah.
All right. And then you only went 1 round.
Yeah.
So
beat Jamie Toll.
All right.
That's who we beat.
Who did he race in the second round?
Second one, he lost to Mark Mag.
Mark Mag. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the times there? Tell me about it, Chris. What did he do?
Uh, well, yeah, I don't know if I want to tell you this out loud. I don't know.
I forgot to the race.
Yeah, his reaction time was 0.1.
Okay, that's not great.
Yeah, so that's that. He lost it right there on the line.
Yeah. I've seen
that's
far
one of
worse.
those, I tell you what, I think I give him a quarter second or a half a second.
Yeah.
Handicap, I believe. I'd rather give somebody 5 seconds than a quarter second.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, you might as well, but it is what it is. You're still in the lead by, it appears to me, I'm just looking at the numbers here, you're still in the lead by 20 points. So you still have it, but you feel like you're going to have to show up in Bowling Green and show up just in case, right? I mean, let's see, Tom Strayer is
so, and that,
20
that
points.
Didn't help the nerve situation at all.
Yeah, I bet. And it looked like Bowling Green Fall Classic, you came in and you did not qualify any bonus points, so I'm not sure where you fell in the field. But see, Gary Rollo, he took number 1, and now he was a contender too with you.
Yeah.
So
Going
into first round, you had to have been super nervous because you had 2 people within legitimate striking distance with you. Now, Tom Strayer, depending on how many cars got there, he may have not had enough rounds to get to you. But Gary Rollo probably did, being that he qualified number 1.
Yes,
so
Gary Rollo could, and I believe Tom could have.
Yeah. So
going up there and I just
going up for first round. Going up for first round, what was your thoughts? I mean, obviously we could tell you what happened, but what were you thinking?
You're telling yourself, man, you got to do your job, you got to. And like I say, I just let my nerves get to me and didn't do my job.
I mean,
too many things going on.
It happens. Are you the type of person that you look for the win light at the end of the track? Like, do you see it before, or do you have to wait until your time slip?
It depends on the track, but I think that I don't remember at Bowling. I think Bowling Green you can see the win light.
I can at Bowling Green, so that's why I was asking. I was wondering if you were upset before you made the turn, or if you had to wait to get your time slip to be upset. Is the reason I was asking. When did you realize that?
I was upset at the turn. Yeah, the onboard camera was not G-rated.
Oh.
Man. Yeah.
I mean, you at this point when this happens, and again, it looked like Gary Rollo, he won the first round. So,
well, he had to buy the first round.
Okay, so you had to buy the first round. So now you just have to sit there and wait to see who's going to finish. We've had this discussion before with Jeremy Shell was on. I don't know if you watched that, but he was kind of in the same boat with Chris because he lost first round. Chris won his, and all he could do is just wait and see. And I guess he decided not to. He was just going to pack it up and go home.
He packed up and left. Yeah.
What was you? Did Kyle stay in? I didn't.
Yeah, Kyle made it through the first round.
So you had to stay.
I'm not sure that. Yeah. I'm not sure that he may have had Gary second round.
No, Gary. Well, so you lost by a red light, and then he lost by a red light in the second round. Gary did. Kyle won his second round.
And it appears just by the
Gary lost, but he got beat by the same guy who put me out, I believe. Gary.
Hang on one second. Let me pull it back up. So Ricky Pennington beat you that one, and then Larry Rollo raced Ricky Pennington. Gary raced Gary Roy with a 66 Fairlane.
Well, I mean, because it looks like there was enough cars to run 5 rounds because Ricky got 25 points. That still means that could have been Tom Strayer could have gotten it. But because Rollo lost his second round, you're in the clear now. So after that second round, you knew you were the champ. I bet that was a big relief on your shoulders, just not having to wait any longer. Yeah. And I know it's competitive between you and your brother because I hear Kyle talk about it all the time. And you guys pit together, obviously. What kind of excitement did you have in the pits after? I mean, you never look. Gary's a good dude. I've met him, and you don't want to see your buddies lose. But also, we're all trying to stay for the same thing, you know? So, but you got to have some excitement that, you know, you took it, right? I mean, what was that like?
Yeah. And you know, everybody come up and congratulated me at that time because, you know, they all knew. So, it was a celebration, you know, and like you say, you know, you race these guys and you're friends with all of them, and it's a mixed emotions thing, but
yeah. So Mike Ryan's our engine builder, and me and him run the same index, so we get to each other all the time, and it always sucks because you're running a buddy of yours. He works and he builds our engine, so he's got a vested interest in us doing well too, you know, and it just sucks because at the end of the day, you want everybody to win. You know what I mean?
Doesn't work that way.
But you can't. Somebody has to win, and I think everybody realizes that. And for the most part, you know, like that red light you had, you lost it yourself. You know, there was nothing, and there's nothing the competitor can do with the exception of cheating. that just doesn't mean that you didn't beat yourself, because we're index racing. If you could have done a really good light and you could have ran your index, then you would have beat him, right? So you can't be upset by it. But it's disappointing when you see it's exciting and disappointing when you see a win light come on and it's against your buddy.
yeah, it is.
I'm still waiting to be able to put that win light on Chris though. One of these days.
One of these days.
How many times you put that win light on Kyle?
you know what? I think maybe twice. We stayed away from each other pretty much this season.
Okay.
But the season before, I think it's about a tie right now.
Yeah.
I kind of tease him saying, well, it's my turn this time. You know?
Well, I remember,
or it's his turn.
I remember in his champion speech 3 years ago, he was talking about that. You guys keep tally and go back and forth and whatnot. So I'm glad to see it's still even. That's cool. One cool thing that there's a lot of us, obviously the viewership probably knows me and Chris are brothers, Blood Brothers Racing, yada, yada. You and Kyle are brothers, and there's several other groups of us. But in Muncie, did you guys run for the exhibition pass in Muncie? Because there was 3 sets of brothers that did it.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, me and Chris did it. You guys were behind us, and there was one other set. Was it the Rolos that did it?
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, the Rolos.
Yeah, to talk about the family sport. I mean, it's the true embodiment of it. Yeah. You know, it really is. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So how do you
now the toll brothers?
Yeah, how do you and Kyle get along? How do you and Kyle get along as brothers and racing?
You know what? It's like brothers, you know. Is love him like a brother.
Yeah.
We'll go out of our way to help each other. You know, I mean, we'll do anything to help each other.
Yeah.
But you know, when it comes up to running each other, it's blood.
I hear you can't talk back to him, or he'll take you behind the ice cream shop. But
oh,
well, you know, Kyle.
Right on. Hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give you the opportunity to thank and talk about any of the people that made your season a success, and anything else that you want to address, and then we'll let you get after the rest of the day. Try to stay warm.
Yeah, you know what? I get to look forward to go cutting wood. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and I think it was 10 last time I looked outside. Well, I got to thank my wife. I've, you know, she supports, and you know, I spent a lot of time. I mean, you guys know, you spend a lot of time working on the car, and I don't know how many hours per second of driving that equates to, but somebody's probably figured that out. And you know, she's there to support me, and whatever it takes is whatever it takes. And plus, I can't leave Kyle out. You know, he's probably my biggest competitor, and you know, I think we both make each other better racers. You guys can relate.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you know, the NDRL, and I think what you guys are doing are great. You know, getting us out there and promoting us the way you're doing.
And we're trying.
But, you know, short list.
No, it's all good.
You got any sponsors or anybody you want to call out there?
Yeah, no, I do it all on my own.
Sponsored by John Renfroe.
Renfroe Brothers.
Yeah.
Renfroe Brothers Speed Shop.
That's it. There we go.
I always say if I was good at getting sponsorship money, then it wouldn't say Potty's Fabrication on the side of my truck.
Yeah, right?
Well, John, man, I appreciate you coming on and telling your story of the season. And it sounds like your dog's a little angry back there, so we'll let you get to staying warm, and maybe we'll see you again, 2026 champ. We don't know. You racing with us this year?
I would have never thought I'd went back to back, but
okay.
Well,
you never know.
Third time's a charm. Let's do it, man. 3 times.
Repeat.
It was a pleasure meeting you, and good luck at this season. And we'll be out there watching for you. Maybe I'll put you on my fantasy roster a couple races.
Yeah,
you got to do well though.
All right, John, man, take care of yourself, brother. All right. We'll see you.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I don't like I said in the beginning of that, I don't think I've ever officially met him. Obviously, I've seen him. Seen him around. I've seen the car. I didn't even recognize.
Well, that's the thing too. Is a lot of times you know the person by their car.
Yeah, that's how they're saving my phone.
Yeah,
like I got Randy 66 Nova from Tennessee. Yeah,
I've known his course. I race a Nova, so I look at all the other Novas. You would the same with your trucks.
Yeah,
but I mean, I know his car pretty well. Just first time I've met him too. So
yeah, it's crazy. The NDRL is tight and small as we really could really be. I mean, you could argue that, right? I mean, 340 members is a pretty big group, but I guess some people are just you just don't follow in the same circle type of thing. Even though I talk to Kyle all the time, so you would think Kyle and him would be near each other enough to.
Well, you know what? Funny story is people would probably say the same thing about me and you. It's like, well, I know Corey real well, but I don't know Chris very well because I am a recluse person.
Yeah,
I'm in bed by 8 o'clock at night.
So my default answer when somebody asks me where Chris is, I said in the trailer.
In the trailer. That's right. Exactly. So, I mean, that's the way it goes, man.
Yeah.
But that you just brought up a good point, though. So we're meeting John for the first time, face to face. There's a lot of people that other people don't know, and that's the beauty of the podcast and being, the fantasy league. Now we're going to kind of be forced to learn about people and how they do. So it's great that we can bring people in here that may not be so vocal out there on the track and want to come and tell the story.
And speaking of which, this was the last champ that we had to do, so that means we get to have whoever guests we want to have at this point.
That's right.
Right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
So we need some guests. If you're came to this point and you're watching and you want to be part of it, hey, send us an email, linelockedpodcast@gmail.com. Is that correct? Put it up here somewhere.
Yeah, linelockedpodcast@gmail.com. We're on YouTube at just type in the search bar Line Locked Podcast. LineLocked.com, it will still get you to the Blood Brothers page, which has some of the archives on it. But the biggest one is go to the NostalgiaDragLeague.com. That's the NDRL main site. And you can go to, multimedia, then podcasts, and it's right there.
Yeah, and there's an archive in there as well.
Okay. So you can find us anywhere, man. So please like and subscribe.
Yeah, 100%. And this is, again, we're doing this because we enjoy doing it, but also there's a lot of benefit for the racers themselves by us getting out there and telling stories and talking. So if you do that, it really helps us out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of the Fantasy League, we will be releasing, we did some beta testing. We've ran 3 seasons with some point simulators and checking things and fixing things as they come up. We're
fixing and changing.
we are currently in our 3rd evolution of this, and we're going to do our day by day this time and check it. But what we're going to do is I'm going to release a video. We're going to release a video at some point very, very soon that explains exactly how that's going to work, give you some visuals. And I think what I plan on doing is sometime in April, I'm going to do the same thing, but for everyone.
Okay.
So I'm going to allow all the members that are joined up to run a fantasy. It'll all be point simulated to kind of play around and toy with and check and try, so that when we start the season up at the end of May, you've already got some practice.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'll announce how we're going to do that when we do that video, but that that's going to be very soon because we're about ready to do that.
Yeah. Just wanted to also, real quick, while we're on the fantasy topic before we get out of here, Doug Dual Motorsports has sponsored the winning pot for the overall winner at the end of the year, and that is $1,000.
$1,000 to win.
And we did bring on a new sponsor for the second place is $300, and it is SSR engine diapers.
Yep.
And we will talk to them in the future too, but be sure to talk to those guys, especially SSR engine diapers. If you need an engine diaper, like I just told them the other day, I need one built for mine. They do custom work, and if you have a Nova or the OEM rear steering and all that stuff, you might have some issues. So you may want to give them a call and look them up, and we will talk to them in the future too.
We are still looking for one more sponsor. If anybody knows anybody, we're looking for one more sponsor for that, and that's going to be every event. We're going to want to give $100 to whoever wins that event. So we're looking at $700. If we can find somebody to do that, you'll be right up there with DLD and SSR.
Yeah, that's it.
So please let us know if you know anybody. That'd be cool. We got a little bit of time to find that, but there'll be plenty of opportunity. So
yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, cool. Anything else we need to address?
I think we just need to get out of here, man.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be warmer than where John was.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So, all right, guys. This is LineLocked Podcast. I'm Chris, and this is Corey, and we're going to get out of here, and we'll kind of just keep you in the loop about who's going to be on next, or maybe it'll just be a surprise.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. We're out, guys. See ya.